Hello and welcome. We're going to review for your test. We're going to go through problems in exercise set number 2 or problem set number 2, especially along the back page that are going to help you to get ready for the test tomorrow. Alright, the first one we'll start with is number 5. I rewrote this just a little bit so we understand what we're talking about, but you have it right in your packet so you can just kind of do it along with me. We're looking for the equation of a line in standard form. Remember, standard form is ax plus by equals c. We need no fractions. We need x and y on the same side. We need x term positive. And we have to have a point, and we need a slope. I have a point. I don't have a slope, but I could find a slope because I know it's parallel to this one, and parallel lines have the same slope. So if I could find the slope of this line, I could steal it and use that slope for my line that I need. So if I can put this into slope-intercept form, that would tell me the slope. So if I subtract 2x, that gives me negative 5y equals negative 2x plus 4. Whoa, this is not reading very well. What is wrong with my smartboard? And then divide by negative 5. 5, wow. That's 2 divided by 5. Boy, this is really sloppy. I just can't even. Wow. 2 divided by 5 minus 4 divided by 5. So this is the slope of that red line. And I'm going to use that slope with my line over here. So I have an x and a y. So y equals mx plus b. Here's my y. I have an m. I have an x, and now I just need to figure out b. So I need to multiply. I don't need a common denominator when I'm multiplying, only when I'm adding and subtracting. So I'm going to multiply tops times tops, bottoms times bottoms. That gives me negative 6 over 5. And now I'll add the negative 6 over 5 over to this side. Now I have to add and subtract fractions, so now's when I need a common denominator. I need to change these both into, let's say, 5s. So if I multiply this by 5 over 5, that gives me 10. And when I add these now, that gives me 16 over 5. All right, great. So I have a slope. I have a y-intercept. I'm ready to write my equation. My equation is y equals 2/5 x plus 16/5. The problem is, well, this is really sloppy. I don't know what's wrong with this. The problem is that it's not in standard form. It's in slope-intercept form. This is just ridiculous. What is happening here? Why did they do that? It's going up. So I need no fractions. I'll multiply everything by 5, and that gives me 5y equals, the 5's cancel here and gives me 2x. 5's cancel here and gives me 16. I want x and y on the same side, so I'll subtract the 2x over here. And I want x to be positive, so let's multiply by negative 1. Well, what is going on with this? We have it. Standard form. Next problem is problem number 7. Write the equation in standard form of the line that goes through this point. Here's my point that I need. And my slope is, I don't have a slope, but it's perpendicular, which means opposite sign reciprocal slope for the line that goes through this. So I need to find the slope here. 2 minus 4 over 5 minus negative 1 is negative 2 over 6, which is negative 1/3. Okay, so this other line has a slope of negative 1/3. So my line has to be the opposite sign reciprocal. So my line is going to have a slope of positive 3. And the point that my line goes through is 8, 0. Y equals m x plus b, y equals 24, so this is, what the, I don't understand. So if I subtract 24, there's my b, here's my m, I can write my equation, y equals mx plus b. But that's not in standard form. I need to subtract 3x over here. And then multiply by -1. Now it's in standard form. Any questions? Good, I didn't think so. Jot it down fast if you need. I can come back to these two later. Number 8, write the equation in standard form of the line that goes through. Here's my point, and perpendicular to this, wait a second, that's kind of a weird line. How does x equals 5 go? How does that line go? Well, that means that the y could be anything, but the x is always fixed. So the x is always going to be 5, and it's going to go all the way up and all the way down. The y could be anything. So the slope is going to be undefined. And I'm looking for something that goes through this point, -3, -8, right over here, and is perpendicular to that. Okay, so that means it's going to be horizontal. I just need to find the equation of that line. That is y equals -8. Since this one is x equals 5. That's perpendicular, they make a right angle. There's my answer. Done. Easy. Number 9, write the equation of the line in standard form that has a y-intercept of 7 and parallel to this one. Okay, so I just need to find the slope on this one and use the same slope for my line because they're parallel. Oh great, it's in slope-intercept form. That means that my slope is easy to see. The slope on this line is 3, so the slope on my line has to be 3. And it has a y-intercept of 7, all glory. That's this. So I can write my equation very easily. 3x plus 7. Oh, not in standard form. I got to move this over here, subtract it away. And then I want this first one to be positive, so multiply by -1. There's my standard form equation. It's parallel to this line because it has the same slope, but it has a y-intercept of 7. Number 10. This one has an x-intercept of 3. Okay, that's going to be the point 30 it goes through. And it's perpendicular to the line that goes through these guys. Okay, so if I find that slope, then my slope is the opposite sign or reciprocal. So this line over here, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, that is 2 over -7. So that's that slope, and mine is perpendicular, so we got to flip it and change it to positive, so my slope is 7 over 2. And I go through the point 30. I can start plugging in y equals mx plus b. Fraction work again. I know I could just do this. Multiply tops, tops, bottoms, bottoms. 21 over 2. Subtract. Okay, there's my b. So my equation now is y equals my slope, x minus 21 over 2. But standard form, I want no fractions, so I could just easily multiply by 2. Multiply, multiply, multiply. 2y, 7x because the 2's cancel, and 21 because the 2's cancel. Move this guy on over here. And then I still need no negative x's, so I'll multiply by -1. Positive 7x minus 2y, positive 21. There we have it. I think I'm done, maybe. Oh, one more. Okay, but the last one? Okay, almost done. Now we've got a line perpendicular to line AB. It should be like line AB. At a point B, given A is this and B is that. Okay, so my line goes through this point and it's perpendicular to the line that goes through both of them. So let's find the slope of the line that goes through both of them. This slope is -2 minus 5 over 6 minus -3, which is -7 over plus a positive 3. All right, so this slope is negative 7/9. Mine is perpendicular to that, so my slope is the opposite sign reciprocal 9/7. And it goes through the point, oh, now that I wrote that up, I can't see it anymore. 6, negative 2. So y equals mx plus b. Multiply here, 54/7. And I got to subtract it over here. Here's where I need common denominators. Let's change this, multiply by 7/7. So we get 7ths and more 7ths. That's going to be negative 68/7. There's my b. So my slope is 9/7. Y equals 9/7 x minus 68/7. But I don't want 7ths. I can multiply by 7. 7y equals 9x minus 68. Subtract the 9x over here. And multiply by negative 1. Whew! I'm done. This is what your test is like tomorrow. Good luck. You can do it.